What is going on, everybody? It's Saintsfan. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, what I'm going to talk about is the brand new apartments in GTA with the High Life update. But before I get into the apartments and the new website, I'm actually holding a giveaway for a couple of shark cards. All you need to do is follow me on Twitter and tweet with the hashtag SaintsHighLife. And later tonight and tomorrow, I will pick a winner. And also, if you want, anyway, getting into the new website first, they actually had a remodeling of the website, Dynasty 8, and I think it actually looks a lot better now. You can choose from different categories at the top. As you see, there's all high-end, medium, low-end, new. You can also choose if you want the highest first or the lowest first, if you want downtown apartments, East Los Santos, West Los Santos, North, South, Blaine County. And maybe Blaine County is a little hint. I mean, I know there's some garages and stuff up there, but maybe we'll get some big apartments over there soon. That is what I'm hoping for, or at least in Paleto Bay, somewhere up north, man. Rockstar, please make that happen. But I'm loving the new website. It definitely looks a lot better. And when you see me scrolling through it, there's only going to be 4 there because I actually bought the Perro Heights apartment, so it's not going to show up there, obviously. But basically, I'm going to get into all of the apartments here. And we're going to start from the bottom and go all the way up to the 500K apartment. So the first one I'm going to show you guys is the one I currently own, the Perro Heights apartment, number 4. This runs for $468,000. And this one is in the same building as some of the other $200,000 apartments. And as you're going to see, I'm only going to go through the layout of this one just because the layout of every apartment in this update is the exact same. Personally, I kind of like it a little bit. It looks a little bit more modern than the other one. Let me know in the comment section if you like this layout or the old layout better though. But once you walk in, there's a little door to your right, and that's where the heist room is going to be. I'm assuming there's no heist map on the wall, but I'm assuming when heists do come out, there will be a heist map. Also, once you walk in, you have a good table and kitchen to your right, as well as 3 giant windows. And then you also have to your left, that's where the living room is with all the couches. And there's actually another smaller window over to the left. Now, what kind of sucks with all of these new apartments is that the windows are only facing one direction. I know with the old layout, like you would get a window on front of you and then to the left of you if you were looking like directly into the apartment. And it kind of just made for 2 different, viewing points, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, these don't have that. So you're going to have to just deal with the one direction you're looking in. And this one, I would not recommend getting because as you see, or as you might have saw already, when I go up to the windows, I get a beautiful view of 3 other buildings, and that is not a beautiful view at all. So, unless you want to view 3 buildings, you can kind of see the ocean in the distance, but for the most part, those 3 buildings kind of take up the way, so that kind of sucks. But then once you come back around this bookcase, there's actually your room, and if you go straight into the room, there's another door, which goes into your bathroom, and then to the left, there's your closet. So pretty cool, and I kind of wished, I don't know if you saw it in the bedroom, there's like windows, but they have shades over them. I kind of wish those shades were up to see more of the open world or the outside world, but unfortunately they're not. So it's pretty basic. I kind of like this one a lot better because there's no stairs that I have to run down and run up. This one feels like it's more concise and it's easier to get to certain places. But again, this is the view. And basically for the next 4, I'm just going to be showing you guys the view because that's all that matters. Because like I said, nothing else changed besides the view. So the next one we're going to go to is the Interegrity Way apartment number 28. This one runs you $476,000. Now this one does kind of suck. Now this one has a really nice view except for the fact that there's a giant crane and construction site right across the street from you, which does kind of suck. In the background, you can see a great view of the Vinewood Hill sign, but unfortunately, like I said, that giant crane kind of gets in the way, and I kind of wish that maybe there's a way, or maybe Rockstar moves it in another update at one point, because it does, it impedes your vision, and definitely, you don't want to be looking at a giant crane while you're in your apartment. The next one we have is the Richard Majestic Apartment 2, and this one runs you $484,000. And this one is actually right next to my old apartment, which was the Weasel News building. And you can actually see the Weasel News building. And you can actually see the Weasel News building when you go and look out of the windows of this apartment. This one does have a nice view of the city to your left. And then to your right, you can actually see a great view of the ocean. This probably has one of the best views of the ocean. But the one issue with this is that the giant building's right in front of you, and it kind of dwarfs everything else because it is so close to you. But if you are willing to look past the giant building, this one's definitely great because not only do you get the city, you get the ocean and the beach as well. So that one's really cool. And as you see, this is where it's at on the map. The next one we have is the Tinsel Towers apartment 42. This one will run you $492,000. And as you see, this is where it's at on the map. It's actually in between the Eclipse Towers and the Pan Spray, so it's at a really good location. And this view is probably one of the best, just because nothing's in the way. You get a wonderful view of the city. There's a nice open roadway right below you. And although it may cost a little bit more, it's definitely in a great location. So if you were one of those guys who loves looking at the city, especially at nighttime, this one's probably one of the best apartments for you if you were going to go with that new layout. Obviously, all of these apartment buildings, they already have the old apartments in them if you don't want to spend as much. But if you want to get the new stuff, then you can go ahead and do that. And then finally, we have the Eclipse apartment. This one runs you $500,000. And it's got a nice view as well. This one has a view of the countryside. So if you are a big fan of the countryside and the hills, this one would be good for you, although it does cost a little bit more money, and a lot of people do tend to hang around this area because a lot of people own the 400K apartment. It still might be a good option for you. Anyway, that is it with this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, giveaway details are in the description. Like the video if you did enjoy it, and if you were liking this High Life DLC, go ahead and like it as well. The more likes, the better. More likes equals the more giveaways that I do in the future as well. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Share it, subscribe, all that stuff, and as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace!